There are currently 231 books in the Star Wars galaxy, but these 10 are really worth your time. Today, we're going over the 10 best Star Wars books of the last 10 years through the lens of LeBron James' career. No, seriously, we're gonna go talk about LeBron James now. Now that we're nice and comfortable, let's go through the history of LeBron James and his 4 eras really quickly. 60 seconds on the clock. Alright, LeBron James entered the NBA in 2003 as possibly the most hyped rookie in the history of the sport. He was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers, his hometown team, and he instantly got Rookie of the Year honors and won MVP 2 years in a row. He then had to make the decision to go to the Miami Heat. This was hugely controversial. People thought LeBron was abandoning his home, but it worked. He won 2 NBA Finals and got 2 Finals MVPs before coming back to Cleveland. This was the Believeland era. In Cleveland, he then won the title that he promised and, of course, got Finals MVP before starting his 4th and final era where he is now, Laker LeBron. He's with the Los Angeles Lakers. He again got another Finals and another Finals MVP where he is cementing his legacy to become the greatest basketball player of all time. Alright, we did it. So, how in the world do these 4 eras relate to Star Wars books? Well, let's go ahead and find out. Okay, let's start in Cleveland and with our first 3 books. Dark Disciple by Christy Golden, Lost Stars by Claudia Gray, and Bloodline, also by Claudia Gray. Here in Cleveland, LeBron racks up Rookie of the Year and he gets back-to-back MVPs.
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
Dark Disciple is our Rookie of the Year. Coming out of the gate, it was supposed to be a Clone Wars arc and was even better as a book. And then back-to-back MVPs, Claudia Gray with Lost Stars, and OT retelling, and Bloodline. We're going right into the sequel trilogy. Doesn't really get much stronger than that. Leaving Cleveland was hard for LeBron, but there were brighter lights ahead. And we've got 3 more books and a decision to make.
Ron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
The decision was a massive move for LeBron. Some people hated him, called him a traitor, burned jerseys, but Miami, of course, was stoked. Star Wars Publishing made a decision of their own by bringing back a fan favorite Thrawn in a book called, well, Thrawn. Once you make a massive decision like that, you have to capitalize on it, which is exactly what Bron did by winning back-to-back finals and back-to-back finals MVPs with Miami. Meanwhile, Star Wars capitalized on their own by making projects outside the Skywalker saga for the first time. Not only did this give us Rogue One and Solo: A Star Wars Story as films, but it also led to our next 2 top 10 books, with Rebel Rising by Beth Revis, Most Wanted by Ray Carson. These are amazing YA novels about Jyn Erso, Kira, Han Solo. I mean, not bad for breaking out of the bonds of your hometown, right? But then, it was time to go back to Believeland.
Believeland! This is for you!
When LeBron first left Cleveland, he promised to come home to win the finals, which naturally he did, and won Finals MVP. Meanwhile, Star Wars won a Finals of their own when 2 of their GOATs returned to publish maybe the best stories of their entire careers. Buddy Gray decided to feed all his prequel kids with the Obi-Wan Qui-Gon story we wanted with Master and Apprentice. Meanwhile, Timothy Zahn made his Game of Thrones epic with Thrawn Ascendancy Chaos Rising, the beginning of the Ascendancy trilogy. This was peak power, peak promise in their Believeland era. But where do you go from here?
We've got breaking news. LeBron is a Laker.
LeBron James is a Los Angeles Laker for what ought to occupy the final act of his NBA stool.
In order to cement his legacy as maybe the greatest player of all time, LeBron had to go win it all with a third and final team, which of course he did. You get it by now. Lakers, Finals MVP, basically something he's done a million times before. Star Wars books did this exact same thing with our final two entries of Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule and Victory's Price by Alexander Freed. Victory's Price ended in the Alphabet Squadron trilogy, which was a look at psychological trauma and Starship Battles, which were freaking awesome, and The Light of the Jedi started the High Republic era, showing that no matter where Star Wars goes, you gotta be the GOAT no matter what. And there we have it. 4 eras of LeBron, 10 Star Wars books. It's all basically the same stories. Because that's all it is. Sports, Star Wars, fantasy, it's all storytelling, and it only gets better with time. In 10 years, we're going to have 10 more Star Wars books, and who knows, LeBron might be playing for his 5th team, and I'll update this video accordingly. All of the descriptions and all the links for all the books that I mentioned are in the description below. Leave a comment with your favorite or your favorite hero of LeBron. Is he better than Jordan? Have a fight. Have fun. But as always, may the Force be with you.